I'm delighted to have the opportunity to talk to you today and provide you with some information about Donegal ETB's Further Education Training FET Service course offerings for school leavers. Here's a quick video overview of the FET Service for school leavers.
Donegal Education and Training Board, or Donegal ETB, is the largest education and training provider in County Donegal, Ireland. We are also the largest provider of further education and training, or FET services, in County Donegal, with around 12,000 students completing FET courses with us on an annual basis throughout the county. Our mission is to promote, provide and support accessible and inclusive education and training which enables young people and adults to empower themselves to reach their full potential in a safe and caring environment. Our FET service does this by providing education and training services to communities across County Donegal on a full-time and part-time basis from levels 1 to 6, which, for school leavers, includes apprenticeships, work-based learning and post-leaving certificate courses. Donegal ETB's vision is excellence in the delivery of a quality, learner-centred education and training service. Our FET service achieves this by providing a range of recognised certification, including Quality and Qualifications Ireland, or QQI, and a range of industry recognised awards such as Microsoft, City and Guilds, iTech and Irish Surf Association. For more information and to keep up to date with our activities, check out our website and follow our social media.
Donegal ETB's FET service is made up of 17 FET centres across the county, including 3 PLC schools. We also have responsibility for apprenticeships county-wide. This wheel is known as the National Framework of Qualifications. Here we can see that education goes from level 1 up to level 10. ETBs have responsibility for education from level 1 up to level 6, while third level institutions have responsibility from level 6 up until level 10. The framework shows that a Leaving Certificate along with the Leaving Cert Applied sit between a level 4 and a level 5 on the National Framework of Qualifications, while a level 6 is one below an ordinary degree. Here you can see the apprenticeships deliver education from level 5 up to level 10 on the Framework of Qualifications. Apprenticeships were traditionally known for trades such as carpentry, plumbing and electrical. However, now it's possible to take on apprenticeships in areas such as biopharma, software development, engineering, to name a few. So what's your next move? We've developed 2 very easy reads explaining our FET service and our PLC options. They can be downloaded from our website. Young people, parents and guardians should research all the options before committing to a course of study. Young people need to be aware of the growth sectors when making decisions about their future careers. The expert group on future skills needed has compiled a study about the growth sectors in Ireland. This slide highlights the growth sectors in Ireland. Here we can see areas such as the IT sector, for example. There's lots of opportunities for programming and software developers. In addition, we can see that the healthcare sector is also growing day by day. Skilled tradespeople are also in short supply. Our FET service is responsible for providing education and training in the areas where there are skill shortages. We are unique in that we engage with employers and employer bodies in the design and development of our programmes. Over 90% of our courses provide work experience. This is the space in which young people truly find whether or not they have an aptitude for this area of study and whether or not this is an area they will enjoy. The apprenticeship model is an earn and learn model. Students must first secure employment in order to participate on the apprenticeship programme. Currently, there are over 50 apprenticeships available, with many more in development. Some examples include carpentry, electrical, plumbing, biopharma, software developer, IT technicians, engineering and many more. Apprenticeship durations range from 2 to 4 years and have different criteria depending on the apprenticeship area. PLC or post-leaving certificate courses tend to run in school environments over the academic year. PLC prepares students for employment and/or higher education. Donegal ETB has PLC course offerings in areas such as business administration, nursing skills, healthcare, sports and rec, to name a few. Specific skills courses tend to be much shorter in duration. anywhere from 13 weeks up to 1 year. Specific skills courses are designed where there's an immediate need. For example, areas such as welding or bus driving. Traineeships tend to be 6 months to 1 year in duration. Courses under the traineeship model are designed in conjunction with employers and employer bodies. Typically, 30% of the coursework must be completed on the job, in the job, with an employer. Traineeships exist in areas such as healthcare support, engineering, beauty therapy, hairdressing, and many more. Traineeships, specific skills, and PLC courses all include work experience. In addition, you may be eligible for a training allowance in the event that you take up a specific skills or a traineeship programme. Training allowances are paid up to €203 per week, subject to criteria. In addition, should you need to relocate for the purpose of a course, you may be eligible for an accommodation allowance of $69.90 per week. It makes sense to study with Donegal ETB. Did you know that more than 6,000 students drop out of college every year? This can impact the student's grant. For this reason, we always encourage students to look to ETBs and further education before making a commitment to a third level course, particularly if they're unsure about the career path for them. Higher education is not the area for exploring your career choices. It can be a costly mistake when the grant is at risk. For example, if a Leaving Certificate student is interested in the area of software development, perhaps the Leaving Cert curriculum hasn't given that student any exposure to the area of software development. So we would encourage a student to look to the ETB for a closely related course to trial this area before committing to a 4-year degree programme. This way, the grant is not at risk and the student has the option to find out whether or not they have an aptitude for the area of study. The student can progress to employment or further or higher education. In some cases, Donegal ETB has arrangements with LYIT to allow our students to progress from courses such as software development and automated software tester into the second year of the degree programme. The latest data shows that up to 75% of students with a foundation in PLC who move on to higher education complete their degree. By contrast, only 50% of students who enter higher education directly with 300 CEO points complete their degree. Did you know that over 44% of our PLC students progressed to third level in 2017 compared to the next highest provider at 29%? So we have the highest rate of progression from PLC to third level out of all the providers in the country. This is another good reason for Leaving Cert students to consider FET courses as the next step after Leaving Certificate. FET students are generally better prepared for higher education after completing a PLC or FET course. This is a snapshot of the apprenticeship offering across a variety of sectors. You can see there are many careers to choose from. Take the engineering sector for example. Apprenticeships exist in areas such as industrial insulation, metal fabrication, industrial electrical engineering, polymer processing technology. Each of these qualifications exist at different levels on the framework. You can see the Level 6 courses are advanced certificates, while Level 7 programmes are an ordinary degree. Other sectors include areas such as ICT, property services, logistics, sales, recruitment and many more. Apprenticeships offer a range of benefits including there are over 50 apprenticeships to choose from, it's an earn and learn model, you're trained by industry professionals with job-ready qualifications and excellent career progression opportunities. Here at Donegal ETB's FET Service, we have a dedicated apprenticeship team who are always on hand to assist you with your queries. This is a snapshot of the course offering across the FET sector. Donegal ETB offers a variety of courses across a wide range of sectors to include areas such as health and welfare, business, hospitality, transport and logistics for example. Other sectors include areas such as ICT, engineering and built environment. Each of these sectors and course offerings meet the criteria set out by the study conducted by the expert group on future skills needed. Here at Donegal ETB, we encourage young people, parents and guardians along with guidance counsellors to get familiar with the following websites. Apprenticeships.ie. This site will provide you with valuable information about the various apprenticeship offering along with the entry criteria for the various sectors. If you want to earn while you learn, you should start researching your options in terms of the career choices that you think are for you. Check out the Further Education and Training section of Donegal ETB's website. Here you will find valuable information about our course offerings, start dates and entry criteria. Fetch Courses is a national website for which all ETBs across the country upload their course offering. Here you can search by keyword or location. Are you still confused about your options? There's no need. Contact us for more information. We're here to help. And if you need more reasons to choose one of our FET courses, here's 10. If you need more help or advice, please contact me.